We have so many opportunities as leader in today's world, but yet we're always so torn as women. Where do we go? What do we do? What gets our preferences? How do you, as a leader, combine that mind, body, and spirit to be a whole individual?
I love that you assume that I'm a whole individual and that my mind, body, and spirit are united. That is not at all the situation, but thank you. Do you know what? I have to say, like, have become a very strong enemy of a word that you didn't say, but I think you implied, which is balance. I think that word has become a weapon against women. And it's a word that you see constantly, and I think its intentions are good, but it's all about, like, you can't open up a magazine without reading about a woman who's found balance. Like some profile, somebody like, how so-and-so found balance between family, home, career, health, and you're like, no, you didn't. You totally didn't, because it doesn't exist. And we live in this spinning world. The earth is spinning 2,000 miles an hour, and everyone's heads are spinning 20,000 miles an hour, and you're colliding with them all the time. And you get these moments of balance, and then the whole scenario changes 2 seconds later, and you're knocked over again. And so to think that you somehow have to achieve that is a false, you're setting yourself up for something that simply cannot be done. And so I think that it's better to just sort of embrace the glorious mess that you are, and that we, like, and just be like, 3/4 of the stuff I need to be good at to survive in this world, I'm not good at. Oh well, and just take, like, it's gorgeous that we're even upright half the time. Like, I think we just have to let each other off the hook with that a lot.
A lot of what you say sounds very wise, but I notice that you are quick to say, you assumed I'm a whole person. I mean, you do have it together. Why can't you just say that?
There are pieces of it that I have together. I have my career together very nicely. I'm really satisfied with that. I don't have my interpersonal relationships all as together nearly as I would like. I lose people. I have terrible traumas and dramas in friendships often. I am shamed by my behavior with people at times. Like, I really don't have that piece of it together. And I'm determined and eager not to leave life without solving how to get along with everybody all the time, but I'm not figured it out yet. Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to bore you, I could sit down and tell you, like, just in the last year, some big disasters in my life, but I don't really feel like boring you with it. I can only assure you that,
I'm not saying your life is all, sweetness and light. I'm saying you have the self-awareness to be able to identify whatever it is and care enough to work through that. I think that's a key measure of a whole person, don't you?
Sure, I guess. I also butt my head constantly against my misconception that things can always be solved. And often they cannot be. And I think that's probably the hardest truth that I'm slamming up against all the time. Because I'm pretty clever, and I'm used to being able, like, I can figure this out. And when it comes to other human beings, I cannot. And often the results of that are really, truly devastating. And that's a hard truth that it just keeps punching me in the face. I'm like, I'm gonna break the code on this thing, and everything's gonna be great, and it just doesn't always work that way. And that's why I don't wanna be your guru, because I don't have that answer, because I just can't seem to find it.